Well, here we are. Welcome to 2022. I hope you had the best time with your family and that you are well. This is the first video of this year as expected, so here I am with this super news video. Interesting? Yes. I will always tell news videos. I will start talking as well as this moment. A small introduction, so to speak, as there is news that we will talk about today. January 1, 2022 are from HP, Google Chrome, Sega and PCs, and also from Samsung with respect to AMD. So without further ado, on my part, you have already seen all the redesigns that the channel had. So let's start with the formal intro of this section. On the news today, HP servers were hacked in order to mine cryptocurrencies. Also, we already have a filing date for the possible RDNA2 GPU for EXYNOS CPU for smartphones. As bad news, Google Chrome 100 version could present incompatibility problems for web page. As the latest news, Sega launches the fastest computer in the world, but in a literal way, reaching 100 kilometers of speed. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, the smart redesign of the channel. That is the banner, the intro of this section. I tried to try harder to be able to do it and to thank this small effort. You can like the video and you can also subscribe and activate the notification bell so as not miss any video. So I have nothing more to talk about and we are going to start with the first news. The first news is for HP servers. They managed to hack into HP servers to mine Raptorium, a cryptocurrency that aims to revolutionize cryptocurrencies by taking advantage of the power of processors instead of graphics cards. Apparently, within the period of time from December 9 to 17, computer hackers managed to take control of HP's servers to carry out the crime. This act made them earn nothing more and nothing less than $110,000. According to the news we have collected via EXYNOS, the hacked HP servers were equipped with AMD EPYC processors, which suffered from the Log4j vulnerability, which allowed cybercriminals to take control of the servers and take advantage of it in a short time. Its full potential to mine Raptorium. HP servers hacked with AMD EPYC processors. As we mentioned at the beginning, the Raptorium cryptocurrency harnesses the power of CPUs instead of using graphics cards to mine, and these HP servers were perfectly suited to their demands. The Raptorium used the CPU and the proof of work POW model in which the Ghost Rider algorithm is implemented, which allows combining the C16R and kryptonite algorithms. These algorithms are especially adapted in AMD Zen design. The anomaly in the HP servers was discovered when the Raptorium developers observed that for the first time there was an unusual increase in the hash rate unit of measurement of the processing power of the Bitcoin network from December. Logically, the hackers took advantage of the Log4j vulnerability to remotely inject code into HP servers and thus be able to control them. However, after the patch was implemented, the vulnerability also disappeared the control that hackers exercised over the servers. The The total tokens generated from Raptorium were 3.4 million, of which hackers only had the opportunity to move just 1 million of tokens, which were collected through the exchange of CoinEx, exchange of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. We go with the second news, which from my point of view is the most interesting of all, which has to do with AMD's RDNA2 GPU in alliance with Samsung to launch them to 30 EXYNOS processors. Yes, this is known thanks to a small 7 seconds teaser video that was uploaded to your YouTube channel last year. Now you can say last year, haha. In the description, it is mentioned as the newborn of a GPU with RDNA2 architecture for EXYNOS. Right now, you can see the description that the video has. You can even see the hashtags they use, which the most relevant is called "Playtime is over", which already gives us the impression that is focused on gaming this CPU. But also, my guess regarding the power of this RDNA2 GPU, it will not be more powerful than the Adreno 730 of the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. If not, it will match. I can assume that on its presentation they will say that there was a power jump of between 80 and 100%, since if we look the teraflops with which the EXYNOS 2000 GPU has ranged between 1.3 and 1.4 teraflops, so it is possible that this new GPU has an estimated power of 2.2 to 2.3 teraflops. I can assume that it is focused on smartphones because it will be presented on January 11, that is long before the rumored date of this new S22 series, which is said to be presented in February. Although there is also the possibility that this CPU will be used until 2023 in a smartphone or perhaps in a portable, since it has more space to cool it with the help of a fan. So we only have 10 days left to see these new processors that are already causing a lot of hype due to this alliance. Very good, let's go with the first news that has to do with Google Chrome, and unfortunate news for the browser of the Big G. This has to do with respect to the incompatibility problem that many pages will present when using the 100th version of this browser, so famous and also so hungry with the use of the RAM of the PC. But, well, that is not the issue. The point of the news is the incompatibility that this browser will present, which is rumored to be presented in March of this year. You will now be asking the question of why an incompatibility problem. Many of you might remember the incompatibility problem from 1999 to 2000, which had so configured the PC because it detected that they were running in year 0. Something similar happens with the browser. This due to the agent user, which has the objective of detecting in which platform the browser is used, which version of the browser it is, and also the type of operating system. The problem is that the agent user can only detect the first two digits of the browser version. That is, instead of detecting the number 100. It will only read the number 10. The problem is that this version is so old than the lower versions to Chrome 40. They are classified as discontinued to continue using them. At the moment, Google is already working to find a solution to this change from 2 digits to 3 digits, and that does not affect the final user experience, so they have plenty of time to be able to solve this problem. Last news of the video, which also from my point of view is quite interesting, because Sega has just launched the fastest computer in the world. Literally. Yes, you will wonder why literally. Well, this PC is mounted on a remote control card with a maximum speed of 100 km per hour. Now, if we focus on the specifications of this PC that was made in partnerships with Intel and ASRock, we find the Intel as processor Core i9 2900K. We find an ASRock Radeon 6900 XT OC formula board, which means that it has overclock. It has 32 GB of dual channel RAM memory and 2 TB M.2 storage. The reason for this launch is to celebrate the Sega titles available with discounts on Steam until January 5. Also, the design is not the most elegant, due to the way this PC can literally claim the title of being the fastest in the world. It has images of PCs of Sonic referencing computer speeds, and it claims titles from Sega Outlooks for PC. They are also doing a giveaway for this PC, but only people who reside in Japan can participate. We just have to wait for the user who wins these computers as a license to drive remote controls cars. Since most likely the components do not withstand shocks at high speeds. A little joke, but I think it did not turn out as I expected. And well, we reached the end of today's video on January 1, 2022. I hope you liked it and that you start this year with the best. I always hope you liked this video. Remember how I commented at the beginning of this video, I will upload another video in a couple of hours. Remember that you can subscribe to activate the notification bell so as not to miss any video from this channel, and also to be aware of the videos that will be uploaded later. Also remember to comment on something related to the news or also related to the channel, or any questions you have in the comments, and I will try to get into the conversation. You can also follow me on my social networks that are below the description so as not to miss anything that will probably go with this year on social networks. I hope to later reach 1000 subscribers is the goal that I propose for this year, and if we manage to exceed that decade, we can do much more. So good, this is only going to be possible with your support. So subscribe and activate the notification bell. My name is Emmanuel, and with nothing more to add from me, see you in a new video that will surely be soon, so they can also enjoy the new others of the channel. See you in a couple of hours if I can upload the video I have in mind in time for this today. So see you soon.